Welcome to a journey into the heart of Stoic philosophy. Today, we're exploring two powerful concepts that can reshape how we live, think, and even face adversity: Amor Fati and Memento Mori. These ancient ideas help us confront life's most challenging moments with resilience and guide us toward a deeper sense of purpose and peace. So, let's dive in and see how these principles can transform our daily lives. Let's start with Amor Fati, a concept that translates to love of fate. But what does that really mean? In Stoic philosophy, Amor Fati is the practice of embracing every event in our lives, both good and bad, as necessary parts of our journey. It's not just about accepting what happens to us, it's about loving it, seeing every experience as an opportunity for growth. This mindset can help us stop fighting against reality and instead work with it, finding meaning in every twist and turn. So, how do we actually practice Amor Fati in our daily lives? It starts by shifting our perspective. Instead of resisting or complaining when things don't go our way, we can ask ourselves, what can I learn from this? How can this situation help me grow? By choosing to see every experience, even difficult ones, as valuable, we gain power over our circumstances. For instance, when facing a setback at work or a personal disappointment, rather than feeling defeated, we can embrace it as a lesson and move forward with greater wisdom. One powerful example of Amor Fati comes from Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor and psychiatrist. In his book A Man's Search for Meaning, he talks about how he found purpose even in the most horrific conditions. Frankl realized that while he couldn't control the suffering he faced, he could choose his response to it. By embracing his fate, he found a sense of inner freedom and resilience. This is the essence of Amor Fati, finding strength in life's challenges and using them to fuel personal growth. Now let's move on to the concept of Memento Mori, which means remember you will die. This might sound dark, but for the Stoics, reflecting on mortality wasn't about fear, it was a tool for living fully. When we recognize that our time is limited, we stop wasting it on trivial things. Memento Mori reminds us that every day, every moment, is precious. By keeping this in mind, we're encouraged to focus on what truly matters and to live with intention and purpose. To embrace a Memento Mori, try making it a daily reminder rather than a morbid thought. For instance, when you feel tempted to procrastinate or hold on to anger, ask yourself, if this were my last day, would I want to spend it this way? This question shifts our focus from temporary frustrations to lasting values, helping us prioritize our time and energy. The Stoics believed that by remembering our mortality, we're more likely to live a life we're proud of, a life true to our deepest values. That wraps up part 1 of our journey through Amor Fati and Memento Mori. These concepts remind us that life's challenges are opportunities, and each day is a chance to live with purpose. In part 2, we'll dive deeper into practical steps for integrating these Stoic principles into our daily lives, sharing insights to help us face adversity and find strength within. Stay tuned. Welcome back to part 2 of our exploration into the Stoic principles of Amor Fati and Memento Mori. Now that we understand their meanings, let's look at how we can bring these concepts into our lives, turning them into habits that guide us in times of uncertainty and everyday challenges. One of the best ways to practice Amor Fati is to view challenges as necessary parts of your growth. The next time you face a setback, try to actively lean into it. Instead of saying, "Why is this happening to me?" say, "What can this teach me?" Embracing your fate means acknowledging that every obstacle is a lesson. This mindset shift alone can be transformative, turning frustrating moments into opportunities for personal improvement. Another way to reinforce Amor Fati is through journaling. Each evening, write down the events of your day and reflect on how you responded to them. Ask yourself, did I approach this situation with openness, or was I resistant? By reviewing your actions, you can see where you may need to adjust your mindset. This practice helps cultivate gratitude for even the difficult moments, reminding you that they contribute to your journey. Now, let's apply Memento Mori in a practical way. Start each morning with a reminder of your mortality, not to cause fear, but to motivate action. Consider the things you want to accomplish, the people you want to connect with, and the legacy you wish to leave. Memento Mori encourages us to align our actions with what truly matters. As Marcus Aurelius said, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. This perspective gives urgency to live meaningfully, with fewer regrets. A powerful tool to practice Memento Mori is creating a physical reminder. This could be as simple as a bracelet or a small object you keep on your desk. Every time you see it, take a moment to consider the limited nature of life. This small habit can help you make better choices, spend time on what's valuable, and let go of trivial frustrations. These reminders keep us grounded in what's important. By practicing Amor Fati and Memento Mori together, you develop a mindset that allows you to face any circumstance with peace and acceptance. When we accept both our struggles and our mortality, we free ourselves from the illusion of control. Instead of resisting life's ups and downs, we become resilient. This inner peace is at the heart of Stoic wisdom, embracing what we cannot change and focusing on our response to life. These principles are also powerful tools in our relationships. With Amor Fati, we can accept others as they are, without trying to change them. When we remember Memento Mori, we realize how precious our time with loved ones truly is. Rather than holding on to resentment, we can let go, forgive, and appreciate the people in our lives. These ideas help us build stronger, more compassionate relationships. Living with Amor Fati and Memento Mori changes how we experience life. It teaches us that joy and pain are both essential parts of our journey. By embracing each moment fully, we gain a profound sense of purpose, knowing that every experience, every day, shapes us. And by remembering that life is finite, we're inspired to make choices that reflect our highest values. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the Stoic principles of Amor Fati and Memento Mori. Remember, these aren't just philosophical ideas, they're practical tools to live with resilience, gratitude, and purpose. As you go forward, may you find strength in embracing every part of your journey, and may you live each day with intention and peace.